My name's George Bell. I work with Belden. Used to work with ICM until Belden purchased our products. And I'm going to demonstrate one of the reasons why we're now a Belden company and why they found us to be a valuable acquisition. The industry recognizes the premier cable for broadcast and Pro AV systems to be the Belden 1694A. And that's, in other terms for that might be RG6 cable, has an 18 gauge center conductor. And what we're going to do is put on a connector, a BNC connector that's specifically matched to the performance of the 4.5 gigahertz performance of the coax. So we've got a 4.5 gigahertz connector going on a 4.5 gigahertz coax. The prep, the cable prep or coax prep for any of the connectors in the Belden ICM combined line is a standard 1/4 by 1/4 prep, and that there are many methods by which you can achieve that. I've got a tool that's manufactured by one of the brands within Belden Cable Pro that does a good job. It has a stop so that we can control the way that the cable is terminated, and all the distances are preset by the tool. You remove all the dielectric and jacket and braid down to the center conductor in the first 1/4 inch. And the second 1/4 inch, just the braid has been removed, or just the jacket that's been removed. You fold the braid back, and you don't have to fold it back perfectly, but you want to just get it back off of the tape that's on the dielectric, this tape. So you take your finger and your thumb and roll the end of the cable off so that you make sure that we're talking about a round diameter that's going to go into the round diameter of the ferrule of the connector. And sometimes when you're working with the strip tools, we might disturb the foil and it might not be laid down. We don't want it to snag or tear as it goes together. The center conductor of the cable goes into the center conductor at the back end of the connector. And then as you push the cable into the body of the connector, you can actually see first the center conductor, then the dielectric, and then next the braid enter into the back of the connector, so you know everything's going according to plan. And at this point there's still no center conductor showing through the end of the connector, but you just keep pushing until that center conductor comes through the front where you can see it and touch and feel it. And now we know that the cable is fully inserted into the body of the connector and that there's a good connection between the center conductor of the cable and the center conductor pin of the BNC connector. Next we use what we refer to as a double bubble crimp or compression tool, and it has dies within the tool that are going to reshape the back of the connector and provide the termination that's going to prevent the connector from ever loosening or coming off. So you use your thumb and your forefinger to open the die, just like you would use the handles to open the die on a standard crimp connector. So you open the dies up, you drop the connector down inside of the tool, and then this lever action is going to force the connector up into the dies of the tool, creating that termination. So we just squeeze it until the handle goes to the end and stops. We're done. We open it up, and what we have here now is a 360-degree compression connector. This connector is going to be just exactly like the next connector and the next one after that, regardless of who puts them on, because the features of the connector is what makes it so reliable and so free from the problems that might happen with different tools and different techniques and having to be very skilled at putting together multiple piece connectors. And once again, we've got a 4.5 gigahertz connector matched to the performance of the coax at 4.5 gigahertz. Now this is just one of any number of different connector products that we have in the Belden line that go from the upper extreme of an RG11 connector all the way down into the very small 26 gauge miniature coax connectors that might be used for specialty applications, including component video and others. That's what I got.